Hi, Deltrace. This is Valerie Bennett. I'm just here to comment on your discussion number 6. Um, and I thought that you highlighted some really great things, and it complemented a lot of the things that I said, so I wanted to kind of remark on that. You talked about how within your profession as a therapist that you integrate biblical perspectives and biblical approaches into um, your therapeutic alliance with your clients, but also woven into your therapy approaches integratively. And so I think that that's absolutely amazing. I just retired from the Air Force, so we were unable to use spiritual approaches to care. It wasn't authorized. And so, largely, why I'm in this program is to be able to enhance my skill set in that way, in a formal sort of way, because that complements who I am as a provider. And so when you talked about how TAN, I also included TAN as a support in my discussion board as well. When you talk about the biblical and historical theologies that kind of raise the question therapeutically to, particularly within psychopathology, that fits very well with my own sentiments and my own practice desires. And I like that you had sort of mentioned that you don't necessarily speak about Jesus, but that you use a spiritual component in doing that. And I'd be really curious to know exactly how you do that. You also used a resource stating that human beings and their functioning, therefore, is foundationally and truly rooted in Christ, using Jones as a reference point for that. And I thought that that was really incredible because you talked about how that kind of fulfills the law of Christ. And that particular quote, you used a reference to your own life and a phone call that you got from your mom as it related to treatment. And so I thought that that was really well articulated there. And I liked that you used Galatians 6:2 to be able to support what you had mentioned. In conclusion, you talked about your treatment goals and how that can be relative to using scriptural models and faith-based, and kind of using insurance companies as a way to say that that can make it a little bit more challenging, but that the techniques can kind of be like interwoven into your therapeutic process. And I'm wondering if you do that with Christian and non-Christian based clients as well. And that's kind of why you said that you didn't necessarily mention Jesus. So I'd be really curious to know about that. But really, really good work. I'm happy to be able to comment on yours. Take care.